Hey, hey, I'm back, and today I'm here and I'm back. So the other day I was just walking through my house like you do, and my mom was sitting on the couch watching some show on Discovery Life, and out of the corner of my eye I see a dude with a branch through his neck. What is that about? So, I sit down, watch the show, and I'm just having a great time because they hire some of the worst actors I've ever seen to act in this show. And you'll see that's what we're doing today. We're watching Untold Stories of the ER, but you'll see even the doctors can't act as doctors. It's the actual doctors, and they have the interview talking to a camera kind of like this, but when they do the reenactments they are acting as if they're not doctors, but they're someone pretending to be a doctor, even though it's a reenactment of when they were there for the actual moment where this thing was happening. So that's it. That's the whole setup, and now we're just gonna watch these videos. I'd also like to apologize off the bat if I sound congested and sick. I am.
Hey, Jenny, labs back yet?
Yeah.
Let's see this.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm feeling a little pumped.
Do we have CT results yet?
I gotta go look at him. Give me about 5 minutes.
Why is he like a sassy teenage girl? He's like, give me about 5 minutes, okay?
In this situation, I really have to determine, is this guy injured? Does he need further care? Or does it stop here and does he go back to prison?
And his cervical spine is?
Pristine. I mean, there's absolutely no bony abnormalities.
I'm not seeing anything. No soft tissue swelling. Nothing.
To have this degree of paralysis and sensory deficits, I would expect to see something.
So all of their testing, all of their scanning, there's nothing wrong with him that they can tell. He's just has all these symptoms like he's paralyzed. So they're leaning towards that he's faking. So the doctor decides there's one more thing that he can try, something that he's tried numerous times in his career in the past.
Warden says we can transfer him to county as soon as you're ready to release him, Doc.
I want to check one more thing.
Yeah? What's that?
Follow my finger. You're gonna look down, look over. I grabbed his junk and twisted quite hard.
Oh. Ow. 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 I love the way he looks around. He's just like...
He's not paralyzed. And at that point, he just sort of exploded with obscenities and all that. It started kicking and thrashing. I routinely don't get that physical with patients. But in the first case, it absolutely saved a life. In the second case, it really might have prevented an escape plan.
So this is what is intriguing about what he just said. He says he doesn't really do this often, but he has done it before. And he says in the first case, it saved a life. And in this case, it saved somebody escaping prison. So does that mean the first case, he was like, this guy might be faking his paralysis, and he gets up in there, and he grabs a hold, and the guy is paralyzed, and it's just like, what did he do? Did he do something? I can't feel anything. I'm paralyzed. And now this doctor just assaulted a person in his office or in his hospital or whatever, in his ER, and he's actually paralyzed. He basically confessed to having in the past grabbed a patient's genitals to determine if they're actually paralyzed or not. And supposedly they were the first time. So I don't know, you tell me. Fair warning for this next clip, they always have a little viewer discretion sort of pop up before these clips to let you know that it may be graphic, and this one is.
Trauma O'Neill speaking. Right. Through the head. How far out are you?
This woman, minding her own business, right? She's doing her little taxes or whatever it is she's doing over there. She's filling out forms. Here's someone else pick up the phone hears them saying through the head, and then just goes right back to checking boxes. Like, it's not an unnecessary reaction to like, working in an ER to hear through the head. Probably pretty shocking. You probably don't see something going through somebody's head every day at an ER. But why did she have such an extreme reaction and then go back to work like nothing happened, and then it's just like, all right, I'm on it. I'll go do the thing. You got it, Mrs. Lady.
I've seen a lot of head trauma come through the trauma center in the last 10 years, but frankly, when this came through, I didn't know what the hell I was going to do with this. I'd certainly never seen anything like this before. All right, what's going on?
Nope. That's enough of that. I'm okay. That is a metal pole through his face, and out the other end. I don't like that.
28-year-old male, heart rate 102, BP 100/60, drove into a chain link fence.
About how long ago?
40 minutes.
This guy drove into a chain link fence and got a pole through the neck. 40 minutes before he gets into the ER. He should not be alive. Absolutely not. Through the front, out the back. It looks like it's his neck. So maybe, didn't rupture his brain. He still has his brain. He can still think and think about how much pain he's in. And he can still register the amount of pain that he is suffering from. But by no means should he be alive.
What's his name?
Andy.
Andy?
It's one thing to see somebody with an injury like this, with this pipe sticking through his mouth and really out the back of his neck.
You with me? Give me a thumbs up. How you doing? All right.
Give me a thumbs up? If my doctor was like, give me a thumbs up, I mean, you know what? In all fairness, I'd probably do it. I want to oblige. I want to get treatment and live if I can. But why? He has a pipe through his neck. He should not be alive. And the doctor comes in and is like, what's his name? Andy? Hey, Andy. Hey, Andy, can you give me a thumbs up? Yeah, that's right. We're just a couple pals having a great time here in the ER.
What was really amazing in Andrew's case is that he was awake and alert, sitting up.
Awake and alert and alive. He should not be alive.
All right, Julie, I want you to get the OR. Tell them open up. We're coming back for an awake trach. Get angio on the phone, too. We're going to come out the angio as soon as we're done with that, and then get me vascular, ENT, and OMFS on the phone.
All right.
This woman is back with her crazy reactions. She's just jotting down a little stack of Post-it notes. She's just jotting down what she's supposed to be. But she's like, Whoa. Got it? Yep. Eggs, milk, butter.
But he had his phone in his hand. He had, was using both hands, and he was trying to text someone. I don't know really who, but he was trying to use his phone to text somebody.
This dude has a metal beam through his neck. But he's just chilling. He's just tweeting. Just tweeting. He's just going about his life like there isn't a metal pole through his neck.
We talked to him and conversed with him. Obviously, it was a great sign that he was awake and he was moving.
They're talking to him. They're conversing. They're just chatting it up. They're like, hey, man, did you see that game last night? He's like, yeah, man, I loved it. Capitals won. Go Rangers or something like that.
Images up.
All right, well, looks like it's missed the spine and the base of the skull, so we got that going for us.
Can we freeze on that x-ray? So here you can see where it is normal. It's normal. That's the skeleton. That's the normal stuff. And then you see just this nice bar. This nice just bar through his face. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to claim to be a doctor, but that's not supposed to be there.
I think the next thing is just get him in the OR and get control of this airway. I just hope he has a little fighter in him.
Not only should he not be awake, he really shouldn't be alive.
Well, finally he says what we've all been saying this whole time. He should not be alive.
I see multiple broken ribs. We'll need a CAT scan to figure out what's going on.
As the lone physician in the ER, Dr. Bose has just intubated a man crushed by a cow that defecated on him.
So this is from an episode called Cows and Stilettos. And that second part we'll get to later. First off, a cow and stilettos, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I mean, a guy got hurt. But a cow and stilettos, that's pretty funny. And what's not covered in this clip too much, they just touched on it, is a guy that got, I don't remember, he got hurt by a cow and then it shat all over him, I guess. But that's not what this clip is all about.
What's that horrible stench?
Now he's interrupted by a woman with a shoe in her cheek.
Get your greasy eyeballs off of me.
Having practiced in some of the busiest emergency rooms and worked on the front lines of Iraq, I thought I'd seen it all. But this shocked me. This was a first.
Okay, so first off, this nurse lady that's trying to control her looks exactly like that meme of the old woman with the inhaler. Secondly, this woman, as you'll come to see, is a terrible actor. This I don't know if she's supposed to be a prostitute or something with the stiletto in the face. She's just a horrible actor. Just garbage.
You want some of this? You're gonna have to pay.
As I said earlier, it's important not to get distracted by the chaos and to stay focused on the mission, which was treating the patient. No, thank you, but let's get you taken care of first. That's quite an injury you have there.
I just love that he walks up and he's like, no thanks, nope.
I'm Dr. Bose.
Yeah, well, I need to get back to work, so can you get this thing out of my face?
She's pretty badly injured and pretty drunk. So, who's the Cinderella? You have a slipper in your cheek.
Oh, Crystal. Bitch stole one of my regulars. When I told her to back off, she nailed me. Wait a second. I know you. You're on television. You're one of those celebrity doctors.
Dr. Bose is a Bronze Star recipient.
Oh, and a war hero, too.
So this is my main gripe with this clip, is these are real doctors, not actors, portraying real events that they went through, for the most part, I think. And, I can't tell if he had any say in the script or, like, the plot of this episode. But man, do they really hinge on his accomplishments and what a great guy he is. Or he's a bronze, what do they say, bronze dong recipient? He's a bronze dong recipient. And also a war hero. And he helps veterans. And also he's a celebrity. And you know what? He's the Pope.
Well, whatever you are, you're cute.
Oh, maybe we should check her vision.
I love that look he gives her. First off, it's kind of funny banter. I'm sure it didn't really happen in the real moment of injury, but it's pretty funny banter for the show to write in. But I love that look he gives her. It's that fake smile that I'm sure you've seen like from your mom all the time. You know when you're being a bratty kid at a store and she sees her best friend Rebecca from the PTA meetings, and you're begging for the fruit smiles package, and she gives you that look like, hold on 1 second, Rebecca. It's that look of like, shut the fuck up right now. Shut up right now. Shut up, or I'm gonna take you out to the car and I'm gonna beat you. But I just love that look he gives her. He's like, shut up, okay, at least my kids want to see me. Right? So that's all I have for right now. This show is not the worst thing ever. It's really entertaining, and some of the episodes, I couldn't find any of the clips, but some of the episodes have acting that's so bad, it's so easy to make fun of. And so even if you don't enjoy it from like look at these brutal injuries and the wacky stuff that like these characters do, you can just make fun of the acting. And it's so funny seeing these doctors, and they can perform perfectly fine in the talking head interviews, because they're just telling what happened. But when they're told, all right, just do what you did when the reenactment was taking place, and maybe it's more than that, maybe they're trying to enforce a script or something, and they're trying to act because they have to, but it's always so bad. These clips don't give it justice as to how bad it can be. And it's so funny to make fun of. That's all I got for today, though, so bye.